Hey friends, let's go ahead and take a look at our practice sheet for today. We're going to be finding the area of rectangles. So remember that the formula for the area of a rectangle is always length times width. And that's true whether or not the length is less than one whole or greater than one whole. So for number one, we're going to be working with a rectangle. One side has a length of 4/5 of a foot and the other side has a length of 1/2 of a foot. So we're going to multiply 1/2 times 4/5. Now when we're multiplying fractions, we just multiply the numerators. 1 times 4 is 4. Then multiply the denominators. 2 times 5 is 10. And then simplify. Okay, so we're not going to worry about simplifying the fractions quite yet. We're just going to find the area. So this is 4/10 of a square foot. Okay. Okay, for number two, we're working with a rectangle. One side has a length of 3/4 of a yard. And the other side has a length of 1/3 yards. So we're going to multiply 1/3 times. So we're going to do 1/3 times 3/4. Multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. And don't forget your unit of measurement, which is 3/12 square yards. Okay, for number three, we have a rectangle with sides 1/3 of a foot and 2/3 of a foot. So we're going to multiply 1/3 times 2/3. That will give us 2/9 of a square foot. And for that one, we can't simplify it. It's already in simplest form. Okay, now we're going to multiply 5/6 times 1/3. Multiply your numerators and then multiply your denominators. And we have 5/18 of a square inch. Okay, and that one we also can't simplify. I need to find one that we can simplify so I can show you. Okay, for this next example, we're going to work with a square. And we know that all 4 sides of a square are equal. So we're going to be doing 5/8 of an inch times 5/8 of an inch. Multiply your numerators. Multiply your denominators. Now we can simplify. Okay. So now when we're talking about simplifying, what we need to do is look at our numerator and our denominator and find out what factor they have in common. We're going to find the greatest common factor. For 25 and for 40. Now remember, factors are numbers that you can multiply together to get a product. So factors for 25 are 1, 5, and 25. And for 40, the factors are a lot more. Let's see, 1, 2, 5, 8, 20, and 40. Okay, so now I can see the biggest number that's on both of these lists is 5. So I'm going to divide my numerator and my denominator by 5. And I'm going to get 5/8. So that one just simplifies to 5/8 of a square inch. Okay, now for this next one, we have a rectangle and one side is way longer than the other. One side has a length of 3 inches and the other one is just 1/8 of an inch. So when we multiply a whole number times a fraction, I'm going to write it as 3/1. The denominator of 1 means that the 3 is still in whole number form, but it just keeps it organized for me and makes it easier to multiply. Okay, so now I can just follow the same strategy, which is multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators, and you get 3/8 square inches.